Hey, and welcome back for some more Blindfold chess. In this series, as the name suggests, I can't see the pieces. My opponent can. I can't see even the history of the moves list. I'm playing with Zen or focus mode, and I'm not even interacting with the board. I'm using voice input. I can't interact with the pieces, so I have to keep track of the game in my mind. I'm playing in the normal rated pools, and I'm using a separate special account that is just for blindfold chess only. We'll see how far I can climb. In today's game, you are about to see a spectacular display of some of the most terrible, sloppiest chess I've ever played. And while doing that, I start to get suspicious of my opponent in the live game. I just want to make a note. It's very clear to me now that my opponent was not up to any shenanigans and mischief, and I'm just terrible. Yeah, I could edit out that coffee sip, but I'm not gonna. This is raw, quite unedited YouTube chess. So you're going to see all of that in the next game. I start to get a little suspicious of my opponent, and for no good reason. It's a good example about how we and I, as players, can start shifting the blame for the shitty, awful, sloppy chess onto our opponent. My only saving grace was that I get to say I was blindfolded. So hopefully, this visualization, which clearly needs a lot of work, will help my overall chess. And because of all of that, this one was quite comical and quite a roller coaster. So let me know what you think. It was a fun one. Let's jump in. Okay, we have a game, and we are the black pieces. C6. C6. Confirm. Okay, we have a game. So, I just want to make sure my timers are running. Everything's good there. Okay. Now it can't hear me unless I'm holding shift. D5. Confirm. So, we have an advanced in a different move order. So we're going to play the Botvinnik Caro's. C5. Confirm. Okay, my opponent has hit me with the check. But because he's developed his knight... No, we're going to just develop our knight, I think, to c6. Knight c6. Confirm. That's a weird move. So we're going to play bishop to g4, I think is the move. Bishop g4. Confirm. There better be a knight on f3. I'm half asleep. Okay, so in the advanced, you always take when your opponent attacks this bishop. So we're gonna take on f3. Bishop takes f3. Confirm. So he took with his queen, but now we play c takes d4. C takes d4. Never mind. There is no pawn on d4. What am I thinking? He's played this very strangely. So yeah, we just play e6 now. e6. Confirm. That's a weird move. His bishop is here. Why would he play that? So we're just gonna get the knight out. The knight would normally go here. I'm waiting. I would love to hit him with this check. But I'm waiting for the knight to leave the defense. So, yeah, we're just going to develop the knight, I think. Knight e7. Confirm. Okay. Strange. So this pawn is hanging. The queen is attacking it. So we have to be mindful of that. This is my pawn structure right now. Like, I really don't see the threat here. I could just move a rook, you know? And then the attack's over. Rook b8. I mean, my rook wants to go to c8, though. So, how do I punish? I could even offer a trade of queens in this position and open up my rook on the bishop. So I have a knight here. Let's just play queen to b6. Queen b6. Confirm. Why not? Go into an endgame where I've won a center pawn. Interesting. Let's take the queen. Queen takes b3. Queen takes b3. Confirm. Let's play a6 to stop any shenanigans with the knight coming in. a6. Confirm. And then I think we'll get our knight to either g6 or f5. I'm not too sure yet. It's kind of a weird He still hasn't pushed his c-pawn. Now his a-file is open. My opponent's pawn structure looks like... My opponent's pawn structure looks like this. Isn't this bishop just trapped once I castle? It is. If I push this right now, he can take, I take, he takes my rook. So let's get castled. We need to move this knight. This knight here needs to either go here or here. I like the idea of going here, potentially. Let's go to f5. Knight f5. Confirm. We'll put the bishop on e7, we'll castle, and then now b5 is a threat to trap the bishop. I wish I had time to go make another coffee. Okay, but doesn't that just hang the h4 pawn? No, he has a knight there. Crap, I didn't think about that. I forgot about his knight here. I forgot about the knight here. So we're getting a little passive now. This sucks. But I could go to... Why can't I... Oh, his pawn structure looks like this now. And he has a knight here. Yeah, I should have went to g6. I'm an idiot. Whoops. Yeah, I messed up. He's got his bishop still here. This sucks. Yeah, this sucks. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I can't go here. My knight is pinned still. Yeah, I shouldn't have went to f5. That was a huge mistake. Okay, we'll go back. That sucks. Knight e7. Confirm. That blows. I forgot about the knight on f3. Now we're not better. Not really. And once again, I'm getting into time trouble. Already. Interesting. Okay, so we'll go to knight c8. Knight c8. Confirm. And we can consider going to b6 even. Okay, his knight went here to there. Can't we hit him with a check? He's got a pawn here. Pawn here, pawn here, pawn here. No, we cannot hit him with a check. Let's go bishop e7. Bishop e7. Confirm. Okay, at least we can castle now. He's got knights here. Bishop here, bishop there. I have a knight very awkwardly placed on... Yeah, so now he has a knight here and a knight here. Where's this knight going, though? This is my pawn structure right now. Where's that knight going? Don't really get it. Okay, let's play knight b6. Knight b6. Confirm. Yeah, he wants that? What's that gonna do? I could just castle. The voice input doesn't seem to work for castle. I don't know if I want a castle, though. He's got pawns here. He could move a rook here, and it starts to get pretty nasty. I hate the time trouble scrambles. That's definitely going to happen this game. It's because I'm out of coffee. I need a fresh coffee. My opponent has a weird pawn structure. This is my opponent's pawn structure. Now this is the pawn structure. So yeah, my opponent just pushed his pawn. We're going to take on a4. Knight takes a4. Confirm. Then we're going to play b5. Right? Because my rooks are connected. I think. No, they are not. Are they? Yeah. I have a knight here. I traded off the other knight. Traded off my light squared bishop. So I have a knight here and a bishop here. We're playing b5. b5. Confirm. So we're attacking the rook. Wow. Just going for broke. So this is my opponent's pawn structure. He's got some heavy artillery. He's got the knight, the rook, the knight, And this rook. Yeah, that's crazy. All around my king. I've got all this queenside expansion. I really think I need to move the rook here so that I can maybe move the bishop here. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Rook f e8. Confirm. Actually, that doesn't work. I wasn't thinking. He might be trying to plant a knight. On f6? Yeah, so we're gonna play b takes c. B takes c4. Confirm. Does my opponent have a pawn here? Or is it here? Because I would love to play this. I can't remember. Pretty sure I said my opponent's pawn structure looked like this. Oh, but I can't play there because of the rook. So never mind. Oh no, I got a bishop though, looking at it. Let's do it. Knight b4. No. I have a pawn there. Confirm. I think I'm attacking a fork here right now. And my opponent is playing this extremely well, and he's going to kick this away pretty quick here. But he can't, because then I can nail him with this. This bishop still hasn't moved. So can't I go here? Now that he pushed this pawn? Yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah. Knight d3. Knight d3. Doesn't that attack... Confirm. Doesn't that attack the e5 pawn? No, because it's defended by his knight. But I am threatening this pawn. So my knight is on d3. No, because can't I take the bishop? Knight takes c1. Knight takes c1. Confirm. Okay, so he's got a rook here. He pushed this, and then he took here. I don't have any more knights. So we're going to play D takes C. D takes C4. Confirm. So I traded off both knights for both his bishops. So he only has a knight here and here now. So it's knights versus... I don't understand. Both knights. Did I trade off his bishop? He doesn't have a knight here. Oh my god. See, I lose track of this stuff. He played h3 and I took his knight, his queen took. There is no knight here. Oh my god, I could have been jumping. I could have took this pawn. Oh, I feel stupid. Oh, I feel fucking stupid. Let's play rook A to D8. Rook A, D8. Confirm. Wow, I can't believe I lost track. All that time I thought he had this extra knight. It shows you how visualization is difficult. Like, I lost track of that piece. I still have a pawn here, though. This is my pawn structure. And I have the open file. He just blocked. I'm going to stack rooks. Okay, I'm in time trouble now, so we're going to start. His rook is here, and his rook is here, and his knight is here. That's his artillery. His king is here. I'm going to stack this rook, start going on the attack. So he moved his rook back here. Where's my rook? Oh. I don't understand. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, we've got some stacked rooks. We have a rook here, bishop here. He wants to trade rooks, does he? Okay, so king. His king is here, his knight is here. My bishop is here, it's super locked in. I traded here, so this is my pawn structure. This is my pawn structure. We gotta open up our bishop. He's locked it in freaking good. His pawn structure is... I'm running out of time. I don't know what to do. I think we'll play G6. My opponent is very suspicious. They better be high rated. But I also forgot about the knight on F3. So, just the fact my opponents use no time is very suspicious. We're gonna take a look at their account after. Okay, knight here, can't go anywhere. He can go here. This is a complicated endgame, and I'm blindfolded, and I can't win with 234. So yeah, we're definitely going to look at my opponent's win ratio after. We're going to see his rating, his win ratio. I mean, I did forget about the knight, so I am kind of stupid. So I'm protecting my pawn. His king is here. This bishop protects this pawn. So this is my pawn structure. And I'm just gonna move the bishop back and forth right now. He wants to go here. But this watches that, yeah. This is my pawn structure. He wants to go here. So what? Now, where's he going? Let's offer a draw. He declined, okay. Oh no! Yeah, my opponent's very suspicious. So let's take a look at my opponent. We're gonna take a closer look at the game. Obviously I hung my bishop. I thought it was here. But that happens when you get into time trouble blindfolded. So let's take a look at my opponent's account. Brand new account. Let's take a look at his success. Oh, he's lost 70%. Apparently I just suck. Apparently I just suck. Yeah, this opponent is low rated. Oh, wait. Yeah. Low rated and has lost 70% of his games. So apparently I just suck. I mean, obviously I hung a bishop here like a loser because I am. But let's take a look at the analysis board. Wow. Apparently I just suck. 55% accuracy? Wow. This was a very ugly... This is a very ugly game. Okay. Yeah. So my opponent had 57% accuracy, and I had 55. You can see this. This is an ugly game. Take it back. I guess I'm just terrible, but... Yeah, so... This is all normal. I do not know why I played. I thought he had a knight here for some reason, and I could have just went after this pawn. Just blatantly. So this was the first big mistake. This was the second big mistake. Why can't I just take the pawn? See, the whole premise of this game is that I thought there was a knight here this whole time. I forgot that I traded my bishop for it. And I didn't realize it till way later in the game. So, right here, this pawn is up for grabs again and again and again and again. I could have took it here again, and instead I trade for the bishop. I stack rooks. And then why did I could have just went back here. What's he gonna do? This is not winning for him, is it? Yeah, this is a draw. So obviously I bombed in time trouble at the end, but whew! What an ugly game. I'm gonna get out of here. Cheers.